What if I told you the moment you thought you were dying inside was the very moment you were being reborn? He sat in the dark, whispering, "I'm done." But his soul shouted back, "No, you're just beginning." Every scar burned like fire in his veins. Every failure echoed like chains rattling around him. Every betrayal poisoned his hope. Yet the silence whispered, "This is not your grave. It's your forge." He screamed, "Why me?" The voice thundered, "Because only you can survive this storm." Why this much pain? Because pain is the sculptor of legends. Why these endless losses? Because empty hands can finally hold greatness. He clenched his fists and whispered, "Then carve me." The world laughed. Enemies mocked. Friends vanished. Even family said, "He'll never rise again." But with bleeding lips he muttered, "If I quit, I'll rot alive. Better to crawl through fire than to sit in ashes." Storms knocked him down. Fires consumed his work. Failures mocked his name. But every single time, he rose. Every single time he rose, and he declared, "You can crush me, but you cannot bury my will. You can strip me bare, but you cannot strip my persistence. You can break me 1,000 times, but I'll rise 1,001. The ashes became bricks. The scars became armor. The storms became wings. The laughter turned into silence. The silence into whispers. The whispers into awe. And soon they said, "He is unstoppable." But he never chased their applause. He chased his purpose. When the young asked, "How did you endure?" he smiled through his scars. You think scars are shame. They are proof. You think pain is punishment. It is training. You think failure is destruction. It is design. He told them, "Every loss gave me strength. Every betrayal gave me vision. Every failure gave me fire." The boy once mocked, as cursed became the man feared as indestructible. The scars that once shamed him became the crown he wore proudly. The storms that once buried him became the winds that lifted him higher. When asked his greatest truth, he said, "The world broke me 1,000 times, but I rose 1,001. That is why I am unshaken." He told them, "Don't pray for fewer storms. Pray for stronger wings. Don't ask for lighter loads. Ask for broader shoulders. Don't wish for easier battles. Wish for sharper swords. Because greatness is never born in comfort. It is born in fire. Legends are never carved in peace. They are carved in chaos." One day he stood taller than the ruins of his past. He whispered, "They buried me, but I grew roots. They drowned me, but I became the ocean. They broke me, but I became unbreakable." And his story echoed across time, not because he never fell, but because he never surrendered. So what if I told you your scars are not curses? They are crowns. What if I told you your pain is not punishment? It is your power. What if I told you your storms are not enemies? They are your wings. And one day, when you rise, you will whisper, "They thought I was finished, but I was only being forged into fire."